see if this is working tonight. Hope so. Let's see if we get anyone in, shall we? For this impromptu Happy Mail Live. Hopefully we get a few in. We will see. How's everyone doing if you are here? And so this is a very impromptu live. I've got my Ribena at the side of me. And it was just because I got some Happy Mail through. And I'm so grateful as well. This was from Paula. And I've been waiting. Hey, Lisa. Hope you can hear me okay. Let me know. Can you hear me? Hi, Lo. I hope you're doing well. I'm just going to see if I can get onto the chat. There we go. Hi, Meninda. Nice to meet you. I hope you're doing well. And this is just an impromptu live because I feel so blessed, you know. I had a Happy Mail earlier on in the week. Hi, Terry. Hope you're doing well. And I've got another one. And I've been waiting for this one for 3 weeks. And Paula, if she comes in, I think she's going to try and come in about 1:30. The lady that sent me this, she's amazing. And this is the second Happy Mail she sent me. And I don't want to make out I get these every week because I really don't, guys. I've only had 2 before this week, and now I've had 2 this week. Hey, Nikki, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for your Happy Mail as well. Good to catch up on the live as well, Meninda. Nice to meet you as well. 72 degrees, you lucky. Is that warm or is that cold for you, Lo? And yes, I have got Ribena tonight as well, so I'm enjoying the Ribena. And if anyone's in the UK, Morrison's has a great offer on Ribena. If you get 6 bottles, you get 25% off. Just saying. Hi, Angelina. I hope you're doing well. Who's excited for this? I am, because literally, look at how many redelivery attempts there was on it. Look at them all. And this is why. So I hope she's not sent me a knife. But we will see. We'll find out what's in this package together. -2 in Belgium. That sounds a little bit cold, Angelina. It's not quite that cold in the UK, but it is cold. Hey, Terry. Nice to have you here as well. Wow. Going to give it a couple of minutes because I think the lady that sent me this, Paula, said she was going to try and make it. And I don't want to start unbagging or unboxing or whatever you want to call it straight away. I'm exactly the same, Angelina. It's cold in the UK, and I'm not a fan of the cold. I prefer it warm. But again, Nikki, I can see you're in chat as well. Really appreciated your Happy Mail earlier on in the week as well. I've not opened any yet because they're big bags. And if I open it, I've got to finish the bag because there's just me. And I don't want to put 10 kilos of weight on by eating them all at once. So that's why. But I am looking forward to trying them. And I'm saving that, is it glug mix that you sent me? Here we go, glog. I'm saving that for Christmas Day. And I'm going to make myself a proper glog mix or mulled wine mix and enjoy it on Christmas Day because I'm on my own this year. So I think that'll be my Christmas treat to myself. So thank you for that. And I'm going to try and do it properly and put those raisins in and go the full hog with it. So I'll let you know how that turns out. And I did read the instructions, so I'm not going to try and drink it on its own. Oh, dear, this Ribena is amazing. It's going down a little bit too quickly, though. The problem is, as well, in a standard bottle of Ribena, you only get 3 glasses. But there we go. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. But how's everyone's weekend been? Tell me. What you been up to? I've been pouring a lot. And again, out of that last Happy Mail as well, did these little reindeers earlier, which are really cool. Just that sort of, and you can't really tell, but it's an iridescent powder. And I got an iridescent crackle effect in these reindeers. And I think they turned out really cute. What do you think? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Let's not sing. But I think they turned out really cool. So I did those earlier on. Yeah, doing a lot of editing here as well, Lo, and I still haven't watched your video. It's on my watch list. I will watch it, I promise, and I'll let you know the comments. But yeah, I really love the crackle effect, and you can't really see the glitter in them, but it's an iridescent as well, which came out really cool. So beautiful they were. What else have I been doing today? Oh, if you like that, you might like this. Look at this. Hi, Nisi. Nice to have you with us. I got a rose and a chrysanthemum in this skull. Look at him. Now, he's beautiful. Thanks, Lisa. Look at him. Just look at that shine. And there's two real flowers in there. Beautiful. What else have I done today? Oh, I've done more pours than you'll know. In fact, I'll show you something what I did with my little girl. And I love doing art and getting her involved. So she's a massive fan of Stitch, from Lilo and Stitch. And I did this in Eco Pour. So she's going to get to paint it and decorate it tomorrow. And I've got another one of these curing, which I mixed with a bit of blue resin to give us a light blue colour. And I'm going to decorate that one. So she's going to decorate this one. And this is going to be her little Stitch. And I'm going to do one on the channel as well and try and get a new textured effect with my Eco Pour and resin mixture. But I just think it's a really cute mould as well. And it was just from Temu. So there's that one. So there we go. I think it turned out great, and that was that Eco Pour, and it's a heavy piece, guys. So this was, I think, 600 grams of Eco Pour that was, but she's going to get to colour it in tomorrow. She says she's going to go for a Christmas theme, so, and she wants to use my acrylic markers, so I'm going to let her as long as she's careful with them. But again, I think it turned out really cute, and I'm going to do one of these, as I say, with a couple of different techniques in mind. And then I had a bit of an experiment with my Eco Pour and resin mixture and alcohol inks. And look at these. Hi, Lynn. Hope you're doing well. Look at these. I think these turned out really cool. And that was my Eco Pour mixed with resin and then just a few drips of alcohol ink on the mould before I poured the whole thing. And I think they've come out really cool. Can't wait to see those on a Christmas tree. So let me know what you think of those. Hi, Paula. And this is the reason we're doing this video. So Paula will tell you, I've been waiting for this Happy Mail for about 3 weeks now because of Royal Mail, redeliveries, things like that. But it's finally here. So I'm so excited. And thank you so much, Paula. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Lo. Appreciate that super chat as well. But no, Paula, bless her, she sent me one of these once before and I loved it. So I can't wait to see what's in here. And I'm so excited. And it was just because I work full time. So every time they tried to deliver it, I wasn't here. But finally, it came on a Saturday, so it's here. And I don't know what it is. So I've got my Ribena at the side of me. And we're just going to open this, you know. It's a fun, impromptu live. I see we've got 17 in. And we've got Paula who sent it, and thank you so much. And if you saw the video earlier on in the week as well, massive thank you to Stormy. And you don't know how much it means as a small little creator on YouTube to know that the community appreciates me enough to want to take time out of their day and send me something. I really appreciate it. So thank you. And thank you everyone that's here as well. Everyone that supports the channel. You don't know how much it means. You know, I put a lot of hours into this channel. And to know that you guys appreciate it means the world. So there we go. Now, before I start blubbering, let's open this Happy Mail, I think. So let's have a look. Whew, the excitement. When you waited for something for 3 weeks, you never know what it is either. All I know, it's a grey envelope and it arrived safely. So here we go. The only thing that worries me a tiny bit is this sign here. Paula, are you sending me knives? I know Nottingham's not got the best reputation at the minute, but there's no need for that. That was a joke, by the way. So, let's have a look. I think, is this the knives? What are these? Let's have a look. Oh, they're spoons. They're not even knives, guys. They're little mixing spoons, or mica spoons they are, metal spoons. So there we go. I needed to show that I was 18 plus for metal spoons. There we go. So just be cautious if you order these, guys. You will need to sign for them if you're in the UK. Cool little mica scoops though. Love those. And I'm using a handcrafted one as well that I got from the shop that I sell a few bits in. Cost me £7 that did, guys. But it's a cool little scoop. But I will be using these as well. Thank you, Paula. So that's the first one. So 4 of those amazing little spoons. Put them in the pot at the side of me. It might be because the cocktail spoons. Don't know. Don't know. Right. What else have we got? Oh, I'm going to have to open this bag now. It's like pass the parcel, isn't it, when you get stuff from Temu? Oh, bless. A little card. Hope you enjoy this gift. A few things I thought you would like, Paula, your friend. Oh, thank you for that, Paula. That's my first Christmas card, guys. So that's going on my mantelpiece. That'll make me smile when I look at that. Beautiful. Thank you. So here we go. Let's see what we've got. Oh, there's quite a lot in here, guys. Ooh, what's this? What is this? I don't know. It's a mould. I know that much. There's a pink one. Does it tell us on the packaging? No. So I'm going to have to open it and see if I can figure it out. Doesn't... Oh, there's a frog in there. I can see frog hands. So this might be a frog on a rock, or a toad. They're the back legs. That's its bum. That's the body. The head's there. And I think this is some kind of rock formation. So I'm looking forward to pouring that. And how I'm going to pour it, I don't know yet. Oh, it's a rock. Oh, it's a frog in a skull. It's a skull. So we've got a skull there on the front. And it's got a frog sitting on it. So that's going to be fun to do. I just figured it out, Paula. How I'm going to keep the resin in the frog before I do the skull, I'm going to have to figure out. Don't know at this point. Froggy on a skull. So that's going to be cool. Yeah, I might have to do that for a Froggy Friday. That is really cool. In fact, where am I going to put these moulds? Let's get rid of the packaging. Throw it in the living room. I can sort that out after. So that is very cool. So thank you. Right, what's the... Ooh. Some silicone mixing paddles. That's good because it means I can get rid of some of my old ones. These crusty ones that I've been using for a while. And could probably do with replacing. So they are amazing. Thank you for those, Paula. Let's open the bag just to get rid of the excess packaging. But look at those. They're like little spatulas. Very cool. So I can obviously stir my resin with that. And with them being silicone, you can just wipe them clean and wipe these sticks. So there we go. So we got some paddles. Or sticks, or whatever you want to call them. I probably shouldn't call them paddles with you lot in chat, because you'll come out with something a little bit strange. Oh, this is another mould. Who's getting excited by moulds? I am. No, they are scrapers. Ah, okay. So to scrape out the excess in the cup. Okay, that makes sense. There we go. I'm glad you're here, Paula, to correct me. Because I would just be guessing at this point. This is a skull, and it looks like it's got a snake detail on it. So this looks like a snake going in and out of a skull. Love that. And I'm thinking Tiny Turners for this. And hopefully I can fold it in. I can. So I'm thinking filling in these snakes with Tiny Turners. and then pouring a solid skull. Raw. So that is cool, very cool. Thank you. Oh wow, look at all these. Hello. Now they are going to be amazing in the centre of blooms. I don't even know how many packets of different stones there are in there. Is it wrong that I just want to mix them all up in one pot and have a pot of rainbow stones? What do you think? Look at them all. Wow. Look at all these colours. These are very, very, very cool. Hey Lula, hope you're doing well. Just opening this Happy Mail and look at all of these. Wow. Now, I don't know. These will look amazing in blooms, I'm sure, for the centre. But as I say, part of me wants to just pour them all in one pot and have rainbow stones. What do you think? Don't you dare mix them all. Okay, I won't. I've been told I won't mix them. See, Lula agrees, mix the whole lot up, you know. Then we've got a pot of rainbow stones, so it will go with any colour of bloom then. Oh, what is this one? Oh, I think this could be the last one. Let's have a look. This could be the final one. So let's have a bit of hesitation. Here's the bag. There we go. So let's see what this is. Oof. I think it's a buffalo, which is really cool. Look at this, guys. This looks like a very cool buffalo mould. Or I don't know if it's a Highland cow or a buffalo, but to me, that looks like a buffalo. Old American Indian style buffalo. I think it's really cool, that. I can see the eyes. I can see the nose. Look at that. A Highland cow. Okay, it is a Highland cow. I still think it looks like a buffalo. But could be either. Could be a buffalo or a Highland cow. So it suits Scotland and it suits the US. How's that? So we got both there. So thank you so much. It's really appreciated. And this Ribena is going down very well this evening. And the brand of Ribena I'm drinking is Jammy Red Rue. If you've not tried it, try it. It is beautiful. So yeah, so these are really cool. Now the question is, do we pour one now on this live and then I can demold it tomorrow? Yes, Lula, Ribena, because we are on a live. And I couldn't possibly say it's fermented wine. Fermented grapes. Oh dear, there we go. Hopefully the YouTube police aren't watching. Shall we pour one? What do you think? Jammy Red, it's honestly, if you haven't tried it, and Morrison's at the minute, if you get 6 bottles, there's 25% off. So it works out just over £5 a bottle for this Ribena, and it is great Ribena. It's the fruitiest Ribena I've ever had. Okay, Meninda, we will call you Mona from now on. Yes, pour all 3. I don't know about that. I mean, I could, but I think that'd be a waste. So I really appreciate this Happy Mail. So I'm thinking, shall we do the frog and the skull? I haven't done a Froggy Friday in a while. A couple of weeks at least anyway. And I'm thinking with this one as well, I could do tiny turners in the frog. And then pour the rest almost clear. And I think that would be really cool. What do you think? Do you want me to pour one now? Or should we close it out? It's up to you guys. I've got time. It's Friday evening, Saturday evening. I don't mind doing one. Again, this Highland cow or buffalo, I think would just look amazing with just a bit of white in those horns and a bit of coffee or something like that in these. You did that mould yesterday for Froggy Friday. Okay, I missed it, Lula. Sorry. Pour. Okay. And again, I love the look of this one. And I think this is a snake going all the way around. And I think that the snake goes in and out of this skull mould. Which one should we do? This one, which is Skull and Frog. We've got skull and snake, or we've got buffalo or Highland cow, whatever you want to call it. Which one do you want me to do? The one with the most votes we're going to do, because either one of these I think is probably going to take about 6 ounces of resin. So I'm going to have to move my the Ribena out of the way. I'm going to have to get gloved up and I'm going to have to mix up some resin, but I need to know which one you want me to do so that we can mix up, hopefully, roughly the right amount of resin. But as you probably know, I will have a drip mold on standby anyway. Why is everyone calling me a cow? Okay, so this is the one we want to do. Now, I think I'm going to struggle to get... Or shall we try? I could probably get UVIs in there. Okay, buffalo it is. Buffalo or Highland cow, whatever we want to call it. And I think I'm going to do... Just brush the mould, I think, with some different micas for this one. Which I can do before I mix the resin, actually. And then we're going to pour. This deserves tiny turners, I think. What do you think? Skull Sunday next week. Save a skull for that. I might have a few ideas for that, Lula. So let me move the Ribena out of the way. Say bye to the Ribena. And I think this deserves some tiny turners. What do you guys think? And I think we should almost make it a mystical buffalo or rainbow. Yes to tiny turners. Okay, I'm going to go grab some and I'll be back in a second. Right, the Ribena has gone. Where's my tiny turners? Which drawer did I put them in? Here we go. Okay. I'm going to bring them all out and we're going to decide what colours we're going to do. Here's a few. I love tiny turners as well, guys. Especially on something like this. They're amazing. But they're not very white. I know I don't have a white tiny turner, so I think we're going to have to use a different colour for the horns. Here's a few more. How about a Christmas cow? That's not a bad idea. Yep, the tiny turners get locked away in a special drawer with a padlock to make sure that nobody can steal them. They are that expensive, guys. They're under lock and key. Just to make sure if somebody breaks into my house, they can't get my tiny turners. Take the TV, take everything else, but not the tiny turners. Here we go. So that's those. Now I need an applicator and I'm running low on applicators of some sort. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got one. Okay. There's a little applicator brush, that'll do. Okay, and I need some wipes. Let's get some wipes ready. This is going to be fun, guys. Who's excited? In the drawer where he keeps the better impressions of accents. What are you trying to say, Lula? Borida, as they'd say in Wales. There we go. I'm not very Welsh either, but let's have a look. So can we all see that? Okay. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Ooh, there we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? Moo. Okay. So we've got that. Hi, Yvonne, as well. Nice to see you. Sorry, I've just seen you pop in chat. And the chat, if I stop talking, it's because my other phone, which I'm viewing the chat on, has died. I'm hoping it doesn't. But it's in the red. It's in the red. So, before I do this, I do want white in the horns. I don't know why. I just think this buffalo or this cow, whatever you want to call it, should have white horns. So I've got some of this baby's breath, and that's from Laura's Art Corner, which is like an iridescent white. And I just think a tiny bit of this, and I've never tried brushing this before. So we're going to see if it works. Hopefully it sticks to the mould. There we go. And it's working. And this is my first time working with this mould, guys. So again, if it doesn't turn out perfect, I'll know for next time. But you only know by experimenting and trying. So I want to get it up the sides. Here we go. Pretty confident that's now brushed in there. And then we're going to do some on the other side. Probably don't need half as much powder as this either. So let's go up these horns. Making sure, hopefully it's adhering to the silicone. Feels like it is. And then any excess, watch, it's gone. So I can just see in those horns that white iridescent. It's a bison pretending to be a Highland cow. Wait a minute, I've got another tool actually, which was sent to me from somebody else actually. Where is it? Right, you see how I've just tapped that mica powder? Look at this! Mini Hoover. And Claire sent me this. Look. And it does take getting up. Look at him. Struggles a little bit with mica, if I'm being honest, but he's so cute. We won't hold that against him. Look at him. And I call him Bob. Bob the Hoover. So, there's the first bit. And I think I've covered that okay. Look at that in the horns. So Bob's doing well. Okay. He's better with glitter. Hi Claire as well. Thank you for Bob. I do really like him. So I think the next bit I need to focus on here is going to be the nose area. So what colour should we do that? I'm thinking a goldy colour. What do you think? Mine is a cow and the other is ladybug. So I'm thinking, I've got a holographic rose goldy green here, if you can see that. Beautiful. I've also got more of a copper gold, which again is holographic. We haven't got to do it gold. This was just my idea. I've got some Inferno as well, which is beautiful. Deep. I've got some wicker as well, which is a greeny gold. Take your pick. What's your poison? And I have got poison. That can come later. Right, Lula's saying copper gold, which is this one. And I'm thinking, just brushing it around there. What do you think? Copper, copper. So copper, gold and copper. Right, well, we're going to use a few of these. So let's get some copper gold first, shall we? And always use what's in your lid first. Don't waste it. You know, it's very expensive stuff. Let's try and get this around. And burnish it around here. If we can. Again, just trying to be a little bit neat if I can. Which is very unusual for me if you watch the channel. And just getting it in here. I don't mind if they go around a little bit and intermix because, do you know what? They're all probably going to intermix in a minute. So there we go. So that is that copper gold there. Should we do the lip part the same? What do you think? He's claiming Ribena. It is Ribena. I'm going to pour another glass of the Ribena in a minute. Let's do the lip as well. Just so it kind of coordinates. Like so. And this is going to be stunning. Here we go. And then the trick is with these tiny turners is really to burnish them in. Then you get a real shine. But I'm not going to do too much of that because it's going to spread them everywhere. So I think the next bit I need to concentrate on is probably these little ears. What colour should we have the ears? We've got all of these to pick from. Take your pick. It's as neat as I can ever get, Nikki. So, now I've got some holographics. I've got the normal chameleons out as well. The only one I'm not a massive fan of is Blood Magic, because it's just kind of like black, which I'm not a fan of. All of the three that we can see. Well, look, there's more that you can see. Let's get some more in the picture. This is my full Tiny Turner collection, people. Let's have a look. Can you see all of those? Hang on. Let's move the cat. Move the... Dun, dun, dun. Hopefully you've got a clear enough picture. Look at all of those. So, first comment with a colour for these ear bits gets it. Go. You might have to zoom in, because I'm not going to hold each one up to the camera. These are the only ones I've got at the minute, Lula, yeah. Sorry. First comment that picks a colour. Poison. Okay, so Stormy's gone with poison. Here we go. So this is the chameleon poison. I think there's another poison as well. No, there's not. I'm making it up. So, poison. This doesn't look like poison to me, but we'll see. So we're going to go with the ears. And again, just a tiny bit. Should be enough to do these ears, or what I think are the ears. And I just want to go up and around the edge as well. So I'm covering that as well. You've got to remember to cover your edges when you do this, because to get the full effect of Tiny Turners, you need, and I'm saying you need, because you need to use a black. If you use a black, it really brings out the colour. You can do it in a white. I just don't like it as much. Look at this, guys. I can be reasonably neat. I know it might surprise some of you. It's surprising me at the minute. So this is the poison. And again, just making sure I'm burnishing those sides as well. And I'm happy with that. Now again, just to bring things together, what about doing a bit of poison there as well? And I think that's just going to bring things together. I didn't think it was poison. I think I've put the wrong lid on. I think it's arcane. And I think that's not poison either. That's purple. We may have had a bit of poison. To me is pink. Is it alchemy? That could be the alchemy, actually. Let's have a look. What's under the alchemy lid? Yep, I do think no, that's not, no. Poison I thought was pink. I'm just looking at these. That is poison. So this is turquoisey pink. So that's what we used. That was turquoisey pink. So we've got some poison as well. Look at the poison. It's beautiful. So that is still arcane. Right, so I'm more confident that this is poison, which is a pinky colour. So, where do we want poison? Shall we do it here? Around this sort of mouth area? What do you think? Can you actually see that? Let's move it up. There we go. That is poison. I thought it was. Should we do it around this area, I'm thinking, for the poison? What do you think? I think that would look cool. So then it would kind of emulate these pinky colours. Hi, Jennifer. Yep, we've got a yep. So we're going to go with it. Now, this is poison. Pretty confident now that this is poison. Here we go. Beautiful pinky colour. And these moulds, they're perfect for Tiny Turners, you know. I've done a few of these. I've done a tiger mould, done a dragon. I'm not going to fully burnish this just yet. I think we need a bit of poison up top as well. What do you think? Inferno and poison for the fur. Well, I definitely want some Inferno going in this. 100%. So I've got a yes from Stormy. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit up here. And these are all going to intermix anyway. But I'm going to try and keep some of them separate by just putting it in certain areas before I burnish. And this poison almost has a greeny tinge to it as well. So there we go. Happy with that. Pick another colour, guys. Pick another colour. First one to pick one gets it. Any colour. Let's get all of these in the picture. Apart from the ones we've used, which was poison. I know we've definitely used that. Arcane. Okay, arcane. Where's the arcane? There. Which is more of a purpley colour. What about doing it in these? I'm thinking for the purple, what about in these bits here? Let's go for it. Nobody's saying no. So I'm just going to do it, making sure you can see actually on camera. So here we go. So this is the arcane. And this is a beautiful purple. Just around here. Look at this. Oh, that colour is beautiful. Now I'm getting some static off the mould because it's brand new, but that's okay. So that is that beautiful purple. Now I think we need to have a couple of highlights of purple up here as well. So I'm just going to brush it around the side. And I want it to be in here. Just where the eyes are. It's a bit of a dark colour, I suppose. And again, it should hopefully just bring the piece together by having it in more than one area. Again, first time I've used this mould, so I don't know what it's meant to look like either. Let's bring it down into the centre a little bit. Okay, that's more than enough. Let's do the same with this one. Okay, that's enough of that one. Psychedelic. Bit of that on the chin. Okay, we can move a bit on the chin as well. Let's take some off the lid and just put it on the chin as well. Here we go. A little bit on the chin. I hope that's where you meant. It is going to be very psychedelic, this buffalo or this Highland cow. Who wants to pick the next colour? And go. Pick a colour, any colour. And if you want to request where it goes, let me know. Blood Magic. I knew somebody would pick that because it's my least favourite. But hey, who am I to... where do you want it? Where do you want the Blood Magic? And the reason why it's my least favourite is I think it's meant to be a blacky red, but it just looks black to me, guys. Look at it. Where do you want it? First on the bottom row. What, you mean around here? Okay. Do you mean first? We can't have more of this Blood Magic. It's like a maroony black. It's my least favourite, guys. But okay, I'm doing as I'm told. Here we go. Up to there. And I think up to there. Okay, do you want it anywhere else? And so this is your piece as much as it is mine, guys. In the eyes. Have you seen how tiny they are? Okay, I'm going to try. Not with that, I'm not. Okay. Let's try this silicone tool. That's actually working quite well. In fact, I think we should put a bit of white in there as well. What do you think? Same as we did with the horns. Hi, Summer. I hope you're doing well. So let's put a bit of this baby's breath, if I can get it in there, just around here as well. So hopefully that should create the pupils and the whites of the eye. I'm not overly confident, but we'll find out once this is filled with resin. Here we go. There's the eyes. Right, next colour. Who's going to pick it? Unless you want any more of this blood magic anywhere else, let me know. We've had it in the eyes, we've had it down the bottom. I think we should... Are we happy with the blood magic? I can go away. Okay. Congrats, Summer, as well. Just seen in chat. Who wants to pick a colour? Go for it. Inferno! I was hoping somebody would say that. It's my favourite. Tiny Turner. Right, where do you want it, Lula? Give me an idea of where you want it. Look at this, though. Oh, my favourite by far. Beautiful. Orangey, ambery, fiery. Oh, you can tell I like that colour. Hey, Susie. We're all over, so do I, but I don't know. Should we do just a couple of areas? And it is my favourite. I do need more. I've got another pot in my drawer. Shh, don't tell anyone. I think let's fill in these gaps here. Oh, I love this colour. It is phenomenal. Did you see the tiger I did with this? Oh, it's amazing. So again, I want it symmetrical, so it's kind of the same on both sides. Doesn't matter if it's slightly off, because I'm going to burnish this whole thing, remember. And I love the Inferno so much, I think we should have it up here as well. Cheeks, what, down here? I think these are the cheeks. Cheeky. Okay. Again, first time I've worked with this mould, so if it doesn't turn out exactly the way we'd hoped, please don't shoot me. And please still carry on following the channel and subscribing. You know? So I think these are the cheeks. Beautiful. Okay, are we happy with that for the Inferno, or should we put it in another... What about here next to the hooves? Not the hooves, the horns. Or in the top here, maybe. What do you think? I need a decision. I've got a yes from Lula. Okay, let's go in the top. Just to bring it all together a little bit. Top, okay. And as I say, this is by far my favourite colour, I think, in the Tiny Turner range. Let's just put a bit in the top. Again, making sure that I'm covering the sides. And I think a little tiny drop in that centre. Tumble dry sheet. I haven't heard that before, but that's not a bad idea. Okay. That's that one. I think that, I want to say is enough, but you can never have too much of this colour. It is phenomenal. But we've still got some gaps, so we can still have some more colours if you guys want. So yeah, I think that should be enough of the Inferno. Who wants to pick another colour? Let's go for it. Pick a colour. Can you believe we've got 26 in on this impromptu live? First one to name a colour gets the colour. In fact, whilst you're picking, I'm going to top up my Ribena. Do 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 do. Right, and this is a laborious exercise, you know, when you're painting a mould with micas. And it's all inspired by Paula, so if you're still here, Paula, thank you very much. Okay, let's just top up the Ribena. And this is just Ribena, but I store it in a wine bottle, guys. So it's my favourite brand of Ribena, just so you know. There we go. Okay, I'm going to have a quick swig of this. Chaos. Where's Chaos? There it is. Oh, we've got a green request, though, by Summer first. So we've got Wicker. We've got Alchemy, or we've got Green Mauve. Which one do you want, Summer? Let me know. Otherwise, we're going to be here all night. Alchemy is kind of a greeny, turquoisey, purpley colour. So I think that's a good choice. Okay, where do you want it? Oh, you've gone for the Mauve now. You've changed your mind. You've changed your mind. Oh, is that allowed? We'll let it happen. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? The Green Mauve. That's Alchemy. That's Wicker. Copper Gold. Ah, Green Mauve. There we go. So where do you want it? This is the Ribena inspired drink, yeah. Nose and forehead. So here we go. This is the colour that you picked. There's no going back now. So we've got nose and forehead, and it's not really green, so I'm actually quite happy about that. So we're going to go, this I think is the nose. Let's fill this in with this colour. Okay, and then the forehead, what, just this centre bit? Let's go for the centre. How to make a unbagging last for over an hour, guys, this is. There we go. I think that's enough of that one. Right, let's have another colour, I think. It's up to you guys, but I think that's pretty cool. Here we go, back in the mix. Pick a colour, any colour, first one wins. Let's go. I'm really looking forward to demold. I think it's going to be really colourful. How's your arm as well, Claire? I know last time we spoke you were struggling with your arm. I hope it's okay. Never. Okay, Lowe's gone with never. We're going to have never. And where do you want it, Lowe? Nether's again a purpley colour. Look at this. Beautiful. So where do you want it? Eyebrows. So around here I'm thinking. Do. Let's get this nether. I don't even know if these are the eyebrows. I'm guessing because it's the first time we've used this mould. And again, really appreciate Paula sending it me as well. It's a nice colour actually. Do you want it anywhere else? Sorry guys, I do start singing. I think this would be kind of cool if we just trailed all of this in this. And it would kind of bring that whole forehead together. What do you think? What do you think? It's looking cool, okay. I think this colour here would actually bring a lot of these together if we do that. What do you think? Yep, Paula's saying go for it, and she sent me the mould, so that's fine. I think just bringing it all together with this colour. Before we burnish everything. We've still got more colours though. We can still pick a few more because there's still a few gaps, but I just think this colour here is really cool to bring it all together as well. Look at this depth in the eyes. So I think I'm going to bring it down to about here. And I've got to do the same on the other side. Who knew that I could be quite so intricate, guys, as well? Bit of a shocker for a few of you, isn't it? It's not all chaos on this channel. We can do delicate as well. Let's bring it into the second one as well. And then I think we should have one more colour. There we go. And I hope you're enjoying this, guys. And I know most of you are ladies, but I just say, guys, you should know that by now. Hi, TD Laney. Nice to have you. Joseph and his multicoloured fur coat. Who knows, for this buffalo or this bison. Right, I think we've got enough room for one more colour. So I'm going to bring all these colours in. And the first one, no, we've gone with white on the horn. So I've gone with an iridescent on the horns. And hopefully it'll work. I've just used that baby's breath from Laura's Art Corner. And as I say, hopefully it's going to work. Oh, Paula got it with copper. Copper gold. And I think this is going to be the final colour now, just to fill in these areas. Looks like a goat now. There we go. So I'm just going to use this now to just fill in any areas where we've got blank. And then I need to mix up some resin. And have a bit more Ribena, I think, whilst I'm doing that. But I think this is going to be stunning, guys. And you guys picked most of the colours. So it's going to be down to you. Not me. This is going to be down to you guys. And I think this is going to be stunning. So I need a soft brush now just to burnish everything in. It's going to be very shiny. Where's my big soft brush? Here we go. So tiny turners, you always want to burnish everything around. So look at this so far, guys. Woo, it's pretty. So I'm just going to go around the edges. I'm going to try and avoid where we've got the white, because I don't want to overcompensate and overcolour the white. But you think it's pretty now. You just wait a second. We haven't got any gaps, which is good. Look at this. And again, thank you so much, Paula. This was all down to you sending me this mould and the other bits and bobs. And thanks, Stormy, if you're still here. I'm hoping you are. Oh, this is looking pretty. Look at this. Now I'm just going to go around the edges as well, making sure the whole thing's burnished. How many ounces do you think this is going to take? I think 4 tops. Maybe 5. And you can see the first place that you put those powders is what will stay on the front. Pretty happy now. This has all been burnished in. The only question mark I've got is whether that baby's breath will work in these horns. But if not, we'll have clear horns. We will find out together, guys. Look at this. Oh, pretty. Right, shall we mix up some resin? Look at this, though. Oh, my. Okay. We've got 31 in as well. Hello to anyone new. If you're new to the channel, do me a favour, like and subscribe. You know, it's the only thing to do. And we do these fun creation lives every now and then. Just have a bit of fun. And get the community involved, you know. And this was because Paula actually sent me this mould. And I think this is going to be absolutely phenomenal. What do you think? Look at it. Oh. Right. I'm going to mix up some resin, get gloved up, as always. Not before having a quick swig of Ribena. Cheers to everyone. And I still need a guess on how much resin you think this is going to take. Let me know. And I can't believe my phone hasn't died yet, so that's always good. They are gorgeous colours. Absolutely stunning. If you've not tried these tiny turners before, I get them from Toompish, Wendy over at Toompish. They are expensive. Okay, Lula's saying 5. And Lula's normally a pretty good judge, so I might mix up 5. 4.5, 200 ml. Oh my gosh. Let's just mix up 20, shall we, and get a big drip mould. I'm joking, guys. If the horns will be clear, yeah, possibly. I mean, I could always colour them in if they don't work out, but I don't want to do that. So let's get the pot. And as always, if you're watching this back, those of you that know the channel know that I work very closely with Apex. I'm going to be using the Apex High Gloss Resin. If you want any of that, go over to Apex Resin. At the minute, they've got their Black Friday sale. If you use my discount code, special one until the 26th of November, CCUK 30, you get 30% off. Amazing. So there we go. Little plug for Apex. And here we go. We're going to go with 5. 2.5 of the hardener. And who doesn't like 30% off your resin? You know? And genuinely, until 26th of November, use that discount code CCUK30 and you'll get 30% off, which is phenomenal. You better not be wrong. I'm going on your judgment here, Lula. So we're going to go with 5 ounces. And I'm going to do this in my curing machine. So I'm going to move the mould in a minute and make a little bit of space. Hi, Stacey, as well. I've seen you popped in. Nice to see you. Can you believe we got 32 in on this impromptu live? It is amazing. This community is phenomenal, you know. You all turn up whenever we do an impromptu live or anything like that, and you're what keep creators going. So I think you should all give yourselves a massive round of applause. If it wasn't for you, and sorry Paula, but I am going to try and use one of these to mix the resin. I have put an interference in the horns, which might or might not work. I've never tried to use that baby's breath from Laura's Art Corner in that way, but I might try something else as well and just fill the horns with a little bit of white as well. And then the rest of it in black. And that way we should definitely get some white-ish horns. You see, these work perfectly as well as scrapers. Look at them scraping the sides, Paula, you see. You can use it to mix resin as well. Look at this. It is looking really cool and I'm excited. Do you know what? I want this on a black background in a frame. This is how good this is going to look. And I actually went to a charity shop earlier on, and I love going to charity shops in the UK. And I found this 1970s retro style shadow frame. Look at this. And I think this is going to look gorgeous. I might carve into the wood and I might put a piece of resin in the center. One of those like fondant molds with a black background. And I think that is stunning. £2.49. And another bargain I found. I want to show you. Sorry, guys. I know this isn't what the video is about. Look at this. Old school. I think it's pewter. Picture frame. £2. And when I say old school, look at this. It's put together with a nut and a bolt, which I need to tighten. This is how you know it's old school, you know? And I'm going to make a mold out of this. I think it's going to make such a cool mold. And it was £2, guys. So check out your thrift stores in the States. Check out your charity shops in the UK. For £2, you can't go wrong with this, you know? And as I say, I'm planning to make a mold out of this because I think it'll be stunning. It's probably worth about 50 quid. Who knows? But who knows? Who knows? Let's carry on mixing this resin around. Now, I don't think we need to put it in the debubbler, guys, because obviously this is all going to cover it up anyway. So I don't think we need to debubble. And it's a little bit thicker because it is a little bit cooler in the UK at the minute, but it's still mixing okay. So I need to get some black pigment paste and some white, I think, just for those horns, just to be safe. So although you got these as a scraper, Paula, they work very well as a stirrer. Look at this. And obviously it scrapes the sides and the bottom very well. Look at this. Beautiful. And I think that'll be mixed enough. So I'm going to need a separate pot if we are going to try and put a little bit of white in there. I'm going to pour some in there. Not going to need too much, but that's going to be more than enough. And then I'm going to try and put white in there whilst pouring black at the side to keep it in the horns. It might not work. It might. We'll find out together. But I think that way it's a safer option of hopefully making sure that we get white in those horns. Right, black pigment paste. Here we go. And Supreme White. That's very white. So, got some Supreme White for the white. Again, from EPOXY Resin. And I've got this black pigment paste, which is just one that I bought off Amazon, which is Yumcraft, but I use it all the time. And it works really well. So, when you mix up your black, I haven't got any white UV. I could mix a bit into UV, but I'm not going to. I want to pour this. So I'm just going to put a drop. Look, literally a drop is all I need. And that'll be beautiful and black. Watch. Do 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 do. Look at this. Beautiful glossy black already. And again, you want to mix it round. huge drop. What's the huge drop? Look at that, beautiful. It was a big drop, yeah, but I didn't say you need a tiny drop. You probably could have used an awful lot less than I just used. But do you know what? That's lasted me a year so far, and it's not even half empty. So I can live with that. I can live with that. A little bit of a stick. Thank you, Greggs. Does anybody else go to Greggs and just literally top up their sticks? Or is that just me? Right, so some Supreme White, and I'm just going to use whatever's left on my stick. And the good thing is, even if this intermixes on the back, it shouldn't really matter too much because we've put all of that on the front. You know, and I'm happy that that's been burnished in. 30 still. I'm going to wipe my stick. Don't you worry, Lula. So here we go. Let's just mix the white first. Here we go. Summer likes it when I wipe my stick as well, apparently. You lot are so rude in the resin community. Look at this. Beautiful white. Stunning. So what I'm actually going to try and do, and this is getting a little bit too intricate, but you know these eyeballs? Let's try and get one drop on. Whoop. Because that was the only other place that we put that iridescent. Whew. Now it's the challenge. Let's go for it. Are we ready? I'm glad about that, Stace. So with these cups as well, just fold them like that, and it makes it a bit easier to pour. I'm going to get rid of the stick. Wow, here we go. There's no going back from this point, you know. It's a case of pouring and praying. So I hope you've all got your fingers crossed. Fingers, toes, hairy feet, fuzzy feet, whatever it is. So, as I'm pouring the white, I want to be pouring the black as well. Ooh. Start the black. Okay. Stop. Okay. Beautiful. Happy with that. Now let's go over this side. And I'm sorry if I'm not in picture at the moment. Nope, stop. Here we go. Right, now it shouldn't really matter too much. I'm just going to fill the rest with the black. And we can play around and top it up in a minute. Just want to create that barrier first. A little bit more white. And a little bit more white over here. Because I want that to be the predominant colour in the horns. So now I'm just going to try and push it back a little bit. Go away. And I'm pretty confident that that is predominantly white in there. And these few little bits on the back shouldn't really matter too much. But hopefully those horns will have kept most of that white in. And you know what? I did not put this in my curing machine. Who didn't shout at me and say, where's the curing machine? So, I will put it in the curing machine in the morning. But for now, that's pretty much all we can do with this. But I think it's going to work. I think that's going to work. So I've got some white left. And I've got a drip mould somewhere. Where's my skull drip mould that I'm working on at the minute? But I think this is going to be absolutely stunning, guys. So obviously I'm not going to be able to demold it straight away. We are going to have to wait a little bit, so as in tomorrow, before I demold. But I can always do this as a short tomorrow and send out a short with the finished product. But thank you so much, Paula, as well. I know you're still in chat. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed this live. I can't find the drip mold that I'm working on at the minute. Can you believe it? I'm not wasting this white. So I've got a spare drip mold here. But I don't want to use that. I want to use the one that I've started. This is the problem when you have 4 foot of working space. I've got it, guys. So this is the one that I've started on. Look at this. It's going to be beautiful. Here we go. And that is actually a mix of EcoPort resin and alcohol ink at the minute. So I've got some of this white left. Got a tiny bit of black left, so we might as well pour that in there as well. I hate to waste any resin. Just going to go around the edges as well, so we get a bit of a mixture of colours. And then I'm going to use my new scraper that Paula got me, just to make sure that I can scrape out all of this resin. Look at this. Beautiful. And that works really well, Paula. Helps if you drip it in the mould, not on the mould. I'm going to show you a few drip mould results as well in a second. But actually, this is working really well at pretty much cleaning this cup. Look at this, guys. Hardly any resin in there at all. So these are a great purchase. And I believe they're from Temu. Look at this. There's hardly a single drop of resin left in that cup now. Look at this. Those are amazing. Look. Beautiful. It's almost clean. Okay. So that's that. That is absolutely awesome. Look at this. Tiny bit of resin left in there, if that. So get yourself some of those spatulas from Temu. Now what I'm going to do, before I pour the white in, I've got some alcohol inks at the side of me. I've got swimming pool, which is kind of a greeny colour. So let's put a few drops of that in. Like so. And then let's pour this white in, shall we, before I get any more on my mat. And this is how I like to do my drip molds. And hopefully that's just going to all go in there and create that next layer. And you build up the layers on these, and they're absolutely amazing. Andy, you are months behind of us. Has been using these a lot. I know, they're great octopus inks. They're not cheap though. But they are, oh, you on about the spatulas? Sorry. But they are amazing. They're fantastic. And let's see how they wipe, shall we? Can we wipe them clean? That is the question. Look, so there's a tiny bit left. Oh, hello. You can wipe them clean as well. So it's the same as wiping your stick. Am I going to have to start saying wipe your spatula, guys? What do you think? Look at this. Beautiful. Ready for the next pour. Here we go. Yeah. Perfect. So wipe your spatula, guys. You know? But again, massive, massive thank you to Paula. Obviously, without you, tonight's live wouldn't have happened. And I really, really do appreciate. Again, Stormy, if you're still in as well, really appreciate your goodie box. And again, I feel like I don't deserve it, guys. That's you make me emotional when you do things like this. Because you guys are amazing. This whole community is what inspires me to keep going, you know. And a lot of you don't know, but a 30-minute video can take 3 hours of editing, you know, which is hard to fit into normal life when you've worked full time, when you've got 2 girls and all of that, you know. It's just hard to fit everything in sometimes, and sometimes you lose that motivation. But something like this, where somebody appreciates what you're doing, means the absolute world. So I just want to say massive thank you. I do like Nikki's box, it's amazing. And Paula's, you know, and Claire, I know you've sent me some stuff in the past as well. I really do appreciate it. And you know, it makes this journey a little bit easier. And YouTube is hard. In fact, should we go on normal camera? Do you want to continue this chat for a bit? It's up to you guys. Or shall we, because obviously this is now going to have to cure. So this is going to be tomorrow now. I'm happy to continue the chat if you want me to go on camera. And I can drink a bit more Ribena whilst chatting to you guys. What do you think? I need to get my other tripod though. Yes, come on camera. All right. I've got my specs on though. I'll pre-warn you. I've not got my contacts in tonight, so you'll have to deal with the specs. Here we go. Let's get this camera on. Now, obviously, so I don't cut off the live, I'm going to have to use the same camera. So this is going to be a delicate process. And it makes me nervous every time I do this. I'm going to have to move the light as well. Off we go. Right, here we go. So I'm going to move you guys now. Don't switch off. Ignore the mess. Woo. Okay. Now I've got to avoid the button on the middle of my phone and get it in. There we go. And is that pointing pretty much at my chair? I think it is. Look at all of that. So, cheers to everyone, first of all. And let me get logged into chat. And I hope you're all doing well, guys. I know I am after that. And don't get me wrong, that was over an hour's make. Can you believe it? But I can't wait to demold that tomorrow. It is going to be phenomenal. And because you guys picked the colours, and this is Ribena, in case the YouTube police are watching, my favourite brand of Ribena. But I think it's going to look stunning. I'm logging into chat now, so I can't see it at the minute. Give me a second. Best Ribena ever. Right, let's have a look at this. And let's move it over here. Okay. Right, I can see chat now, and I can see you guys. Hello. How are we all doing? There. Right, I can see chat now. Okay. I can see you guys. Hello. Oh, I need to move that angle. Let's move it up a bit. And there is no OnlyFans. Cheeky. I need to move that angle. Let's move it up a bit. And there is no OnlyFans. Cheeky. All right, let's have a look. I'm growing the beard there a bit gruff. I'm starting to look a bit like Santa Claus. What do you think? There we go. I'm growing the beard there a bit gruff. I'm starting to look a bit like Santa Claus. What do you think? There we go. So how are you all doing? And why do you all think I've got an OnlyFans? It's very bizarre. And why do you all think I've got an OnlyFans? It's very bizarre. Yeah, my whole house is taken over by resin, guys. Absolutely. But you know what? I've loved... In fact, I'll let you know in case you don't know. So, have you seen this before? There is a bit of an echo, actually. Let me just mute the laptop. There is a bit of an echo, actually. Let me just mute the laptop. So, there you go. That's now muted. So I've just realised that as well. Sorry, Stormy. But I've got this. Now, I feel privileged to have this. So this is from Create and Bloom. And this is their advent calendar. Now, I'll be honest, this cost me, and I did buy it, £180, which is a lot of money. But the great thing is every day there's a new item to unpack. So, every day in December at 7 PM, there'll be a new video going live on the channel with a make from that advent calendar. Paula has suggestions. Yeah, it's normally a little bit behind. So actually the sound versus the picture is normally a little bit behind when I do these lives on the mobile. So apologies for that. We'll have to cope with it for now. But again, I can't wait. Look at all these goodies that I got as well from Stormy. Can't wait to try the Kleesner. And I've not opened any yet. These are going to be my Christmas Day treats. Because I'm on my own this year, so I'll probably end up doing a live. These are my Yoda Kagers. And this is where I'm losing all my subscribers from Denmark. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it and using those. And again, I've got all of those beautiful molds to play with as well. So I need to make sure tomorrow that I get a skull poured for the collaboration that's happening on Sunday, which is going to be fun, hopefully. So make sure you check out that collaboration. I think it's going to be on Nerd Goblin Art, or I think Lula's hosting it at least. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, this Christmas, unfortunately, I've not got my girls, so I'm going to be on my own. So do you know what? Things like this and just little things like this, I'm looking forward to using this and making my own mulled wine to treat myself this Christmas. So that's really special. So thank you, Stormy. And I can't wait to try that. But yeah, and these little molds, it means the absolute world. So thank you so much. Oh, I can't wait to see your new setup, Lo. And I do need to watch that latest video that you said that you'd made a couple of adaptations. So I'm looking forward to that. Hi, Cindy. How many have we got? We've still got 31 in, which is amazing. And sorry I'm looking down. I have to look down to read the chat. Because normally, this is the camera I use on my laptop, which is great on those usual lives, but it's rubbish for creation lives. So that's why you're on the phone. Same as German Glühwein. I'm guessing it's a bit like mulled wine. Is what I'm looking forward to. Hey, Cindy. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, that make... Do you know what? I think... Look at... Oh, I want to move the phone again to show you. Look how the horns are pulling in. Can you see? Can you see that? Look at these horns pulling in, that white. I think that's going to be stunning, guys. In fact, it's probably easier for me to take a picture and show you. So, here we go. Look at that, guys. It's pulling in. Oh, lower. There. That's going to be so cool when we demold. So, any questions while we're here? What's everyone got planned for the rest of the weekend? And we got 33 in. Hello, everyone. That's what she said. What, we got 33 in here? I hope not. But yeah, I can't wait to see that demolded tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna demold it tomorrow and do a bit of a short and send it out as a short so that we can all see that. But yeah, massive thank you to Paula as well for sending it. And I'm really looking forward to trying those skull molds as well. I might try and do all three for for this Sunday, if I can. Oh, someone did an Aurora bear, but that's cool. There will be a demold in the morning. I don't know about a live in the afternoon as well, Lula. On a Sunday. Could do. I've not got any plans tomorrow afternoon after dropping the girls off. Or how about we just demold it live? What do you think? Oh, sorry to hear that, Susie. I hope they feel a bit better soon. But if you want, I can do another live tomorrow and we can demold it live. Angelina's walking with the dogs. Lula's demolding in the morning. Not going live in the afternoon. Well, have a great day, Lo, as well. Enjoy them, you know. So we want another live tomorrow. It'll have to be quick because I've got a lot of editing to do. So did I actually finish the story about the advent calendar? I don't think I did. So every day in December from the 1st to the 25th, you're going to get a video on my channel at 7 p.m. Now, I'm going to try and do them as premieres if I can. And then we can all have this chit chat every day throughout December, 1st to the 25th. And I thought that'd be an exciting way to share this experience of this advent calendar with everybody. So we're going to do that. Hi, West Country Mudlarks. I hope you're doing well. First time I've seen you. Cheers. So, anybody got any questions before we close this out? We've just done that amazing make. Thanks to Paula sending me those molds. I can't wait to play with them a little bit more. But yeah, any questions? Now's your time, because I'm going to close this out in the next 5 minutes, especially if we're doing another live tomorrow. I would say we're probably going to do it at about 8 o'clock. And again, if you've not watched my video from tonight that aired at 8 p.m, go back and watch that. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. It's where we made some really cool supernova angels with blooms. And if you want to see one of those, let me grab you one. And that was actually a request from Cherie. So Cherie requested to see if I could get blooms in it. And I decided to not only get blooms in it, but try the supernova technique as well. And they came out really cool. Hopefully you can see those. There's another one. But that video aired tonight, 8 p.m. If you've not seen it, go back and watch it. Really, really cool they are. Look at them. Beautiful. And that was using kind of Petrus supernova technique with the alcohol inks and then putting a bloom in there as well. And I think that one's my favourite. Absolutely stunning. There we go. And I almost started singing I'm Loving Angels instead by Robbie Williams, but I stopped myself. I know it's an emotional song for a lot of people, so there we go. But no, any questions before we close it out? We've been live for over an hour. People are getting bored. People have lives. Thank you. Thanks, Cindy. Now, the metallics are actually just some metallic alcohol ink mixed in with the normal alcohol ink. But yeah, I think I need to shave this beard a little bit as well now. I'm looking a bit too much like Santa at the minute. Oh, thank you very much, West Country Mudlarks. And if you don't know, we do a live every Tuesday, 8 p.m, where we get a new resin artist on. But this week's a bit different. If you haven't heard, the channel sponsors, EPOXY Resin, will be coming on this Tuesday, 8 p.m. I'm excited. And if you've not tried their resin, guys, now is the best time because you can get 30% off. They ship worldwide. Go to apexresin.co.uk and use my new discount code valid till the 26th of November, which is CCUK30, and get 30% off, which is amazing. But gonna have to get off soon because I've got this little guy as well, which is really cool. And this was done with the EcoPore, which again, you can get 30% off. Look at him. Now, if that's not a stitch, I don't know what is. And I've got another one of these curing, which I've done with my resin and the EcoPore technique, which I'm going to try and texturize with UV. But this one, my little girl's going to colour in tomorrow with my, you can't see him. Let's get it as close as I can. Look at this guy. But yeah, my little girl's going to hopefully colour him in tomorrow. And I've got another one that's curing, which I've done with resin and EcoPore. There we go. You should be able to see him now. He's very cute. And that was done with the EcoPore. And again, you can get 30% off the EcoPore as well. So there we go. And then the last thing I'll show you before we close it out, I suppose, was an interesting experiment. So most of you have seen my EcoPore experiment when I mix it with resin. What about when you add alcohol ink to the equation? Look at this. Hello. And this is really cool. Just that bauble with the alcohol ink and the EcoPore and the resin. Again, a cool little experiment, which I think worked out really well. And I'm looking forward to getting these on a Christmas tree. Look at these. Absolutely stunning. And that was that EcoPore mixed with resin and then a few bits of alcohol ink dripped in the base of the mould before I poured it in. And I love that almost ceramic effect you get. Beautiful. So I hope you like those. Any questions before we close it out? Because I know we've still got 25 in. Happy to answer any questions in chat for the next 5-10 minutes. You probably could use watercolour ink, Claire. But EcoPore is very, very, very white, is what I'll say. And you're probably better off buying some proper EcoPore pigments. I'll show you something. So, I'll give you an example. Hang on a second. So, you all know octopus resin inks. Not alcohol inks, but resin inks. Now, when you just mix them with EcoPore, you get a cool marbling effect, but it is very faint. Look at this. Very, very faint. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. It's quite faint. And hopefully you can just see that marbling. So that's what happened. And the octopus inks are really quite strong, but that is as much as you get marbling wise, really. But if you use an EcoPore pigment, look at this. Now these are proper EcoPore pigments, which I get from Create and Bloom. And there was 3 different colours in that. And I think you'll see the difference. So personally, with EcoPore, I would personally recommend that you use proper EcoPore pigments. So hopefully that answers your question, Claire. I mean, by all means, try it. Experiment, you know, have fun with it. Same with mica. You would have to put like a full pot of mica in to make any difference whatsoever, because the EcoPort is so white. Pigment paste as well, it's very similar. Just get the EcoPort pigments is what I'd do if you want them coloured. Summer's cat's harassing her. But no, I think we should close it out now unless there's any more questions. One more minute and then we'll close it. And don't forget, if you've not entered my 10k subscriber giveaway, you've only got 8 days. So go back on the channel, watch that and enter. It's free to enter and you might win yourself £200 worth of resin, $200 worth of pigments from Laura's Art Corner, a new mould, £50 from Create and Bloom, and something from Resiners. You know, there's 5 different prizes up for grabs. So get in there and enter. It's free. Off up the wooden hill. But no, cool. Right, well, have a wonderful evening, the rest of the night. And don't forget, Tuesday, 8 p.m, we've got Apex on the channel, which will be exciting. I'll do a quick live. Just check. 8 p.m. tomorrow. Where we'll demold that buffalo. Unless you want me to do a short. So let's vote in chat. If you want a short, I can get that out to you quicker because I can put it in the G3 in the morning and get that out at about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. Or we can do a live 8 p.m. Up to you. Stacey's saying live. Cindy's saying short. Paula's saying live. Susie's saying live. Stormy's saying live. It's looking like we're doing a live. Okay, let's do a live. I think that's it. So we'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. to demold that buffalo or that Highland cow, whatever you want to call it. And we'll do it live. Hopefully it's worked out. We'll find out. So I'll see you all 8 p.m. tomorrow. I don't know, Claire. They've not announced that they're doing any giveaways live. But who knows what could happen, you know? They're amazing. I'm sure they've got something lined up for a bit of a chat. And it's more about finding out their story. And I think finding out about the Apex journey, how they've grown, it's going to be really exciting, I think. So, but don't forget, if you want money off Apex, use my discount code CCUK30 until 26th of November and you'll get 30% off. So that is a great offer. But apart from that, I'll see you all tomorrow, 8 p.m. Have a great night, wherever you are in the world. And don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.